This is book number 14 about Manic Mobile, who goes to the funfair, who talks to you and tells a story about on this second adventure when he goes to the funfair and experiences the feeling of excitement. Although scared, he can't wait for the following summer. Read on to find out more. Remember me? I'm Manic Mobile. This is my second adventure. If you have read my first book, you will know that I belong to Miles, who is a young man who rides a motorbike. For this adventure, on a very nice sunny day, we went on his bike to the funfair. This time he strapped me very tightly onto his bike and not his belt, so that I wouldn't fall off, and we arrived safely, thank goodness. He was with some of his friends, and they were all out to have a good time. Miles took me off the bike and attached me to his trouser belt so that I could see everything around me. "What should we go on first?" said Miles. "How about the ghost train? That is an easy ride to start with," replied one of his friends. "Oh, I've never been on a ghost ride. What is it like?" I asked. But nobody answered me. But I do know that it was as scary as this picture. I just found myself sitting in a car, going through some big doors, which shut behind us with a bang. I can't see anything, it's so dark. Oh, and what is that light? And is that a skeleton coming towards us? I was too scared, so I closed my eyes, only to feel something go across my face. "What's that, Miles? I don't like this very much. Can you get off this ride?" "We have to wait until the ride stops, Manic, and that was only a piece of cotton going across your face. It was supposed to feel like a cobweb." "Well, it did feel like a cobweb, and I don't like it." "Don't be such a baby, Manic. It will soon be over." After a few more minutes, this ghost ride came to an end, and Miles and his friends were choosing the next ride. "The roller coaster, Miles, that is a good one," said one of his friends. "Well, the roller coaster goes round and round, slowly up slopes to the top, and then suddenly drops down to the bottom at great speed." "Oh no, not that one," I cried out. But again, nobody heard me or answered me. We queued for ages to get on this scary ride. I thought they may get fed up, but maybe change their minds, but they didn't. Before you're allowed to get on these big rides, you have to be measured to see if you are tall enough. Miles and her friends are all over 3 feet tall, but what about me? I'm only a little mobile phone, and nobody has measured me to see if I will be safe. Let's see how tall I can make myself. I was attached to his trouser belt, so it must be okay. Before long, we were all strapped into another car. As I was still on Miles' belt, I was squashed between Miles and his friend. I couldn't see much, but at least it was soft and comfortable. Off we started. Slowly up the first slope to the top, and then we dropped suddenly to the ground. "Oh, I feel sick already, Miles. Can you hear me?" We went round and round, up and down. His friend was eating an ice cream, and he dropped it on me. "Oh no, already I feel sick, and now I'm all messy and sticky." Just like Messy Mobile. Have you read that storybook? This ride seemed to go on for ages. As we went up the last slope, we slowly turned the corner, and suddenly, without any warning, we went into a black hole and dropped all the way to the bottom. "Has it finished yet, Miles?" "I want to get off, Miles. I want to get off." My heart and stomach were left at the top, and Miles and his friends were screaming very loudly. "It's coming to a stop now, Manic. Don't worry," cried Miles. "We'll have a nice quiet ride next time." "Oh, good." They wandered around the funfair for quite a long time, getting their breath back before the next ride. This was the time to have something to eat and drink. "Nothing for me, thanks. I'm just a mobile phone." Shortly after, we were queuing for the bumper rides. Have you ever been on bumper cars before, children? Well, they really are manic. People just bump into other cars on purpose, and because they are electric cars, sparks fly high above your heads. You can only get 2 people in each car, so luckily for me, I was stuck once again between Miles and his friend. The cars just went round and round in circles. Bump, bump, bumping into anyone in their way. I didn't complain anymore to Miles, otherwise he might not bring me to a funfair again. Driving like this is not good training for when you have to drive a popper car on the road, because you are not allowed to bump into real cars. Otherwise the police will get you, and that is not funny. I was also glad to get off this ride. Why do boys always have to get on rides that are scary and manic? If I belonged to a girl, perhaps we would have enjoyed some nice slower rides, but perhaps not. Although at the end of this day I felt dizzy, sick, scared, excited, and not in control at all, I really did enjoy myself. I have never been to an adventure funfair before, and although it was manic, I can't wait to be scared again next summer. Well, that's the end of this story. I hope you enjoyed it.